Good evening.
Bang. YouTube is about 6 seconds behind.
Just behind.
Hey ho. Hello, peoples. Evening, Zeb.
Good evening, Zeb. Hope you're well. Well, there's nothing wrong with him. He's had his booster today, and it always makes him lethargical. But cometh 8 o'clock on a Thursday, he's awake and wanting his bits.
Yeah. What bits are you getting today? Good afternoon, Mick.
He's got an ear roll.
Oh God. And yeah, happy Thanksgiving to all our American viewers, listeners, wherever you are.
Yes. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, whatever you're doing today.
Leave the turkey alone. He got pardoned.
See, if for those of you that don't know why they have Thanksgiving, it all goes back to, is it, if I get this right, it's where the settlers and the native it sort of had a meal together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's supposed to be the Pilgrim Fathers, but
yeah,
it's not quite. But
yes, yeah. Well, I knew it was something like that. Anyway, anyway, I hope everyone's well as well. We're all good over here. It's been really cold and wet and horrible, but apart from that, we've been good.
Sorry, I'm having a giggle. I'm just reading a thing about Thanksgiving. It's a national holiday enshrined in various states in October, November. In the US, Canada, St. Lucia, Liberia, and unofficially in countries like Brazil and Germany, and the Australian territory of Norfolk Island.
There you go. It's been a steady old week. I've been doing lots of other things off the channel, and if you've noticed, if you've gone back and looked at some of the really old videos, they're all been jazzed up. Especially we haven't got smell-o-vision pulsar, isn't it? Really, there's nothing nicer than a cooking turkey. Anyway, so last week, in the last 7 days, we had 18 new subscribers and 6,627 views. So what have you been all watching? Well, 69 people had a look at last week's Group G Battle Royale. Retro ranking at number 2 with Manfred Mann. I'm surprised. I didn't think there was a lot of Manfred Mann fans out there. But number 1, and considering this only went up on Sunday, it's songs that we thought that should have been at number 1 in the 80s. Simon, birthday boy Simon, 40 today. 473. Now, there's a little story to the top short this week. I'm going to tell you it now. Top short this week is side 2 of Status Quo, Rock to Your Drop, 1,164. So someone put a comment, it's only half the album that's track splitting. Yeah,
read the bloody title.
Read the title, side 2.
I love it whenever people jump in with both feet without checking what the bloody thing is about.
Yes. And if you know the album, you know that it doesn't start with a certain... Anyway, in the last 28 days, we have picked up 86 new subscribers and 24,088 views, which is pretty good for 28 days.
Yeah.
So what has been watched? I'll tell you the top short is Status Quo, Rock to Your Drop. But at number 3 in the videos is Metallica at 276. There's number 1 songs that Richard, Simon and I did on Sunday. We recorded it Saturday. It's very hard to... that's 473. And The Warning, them 3 lovely ladies from Mexico are still at the top at 750.
Alice's Restaurant. Oh God. Yes.
So, in the big picture, we're now up to 2278 subs, and now 518,560 views, which is quite a lot. So, what has been happening? Well, Jean-Michel Jarre is still streaks ahead, and another 20 people have watched it this week, so we're up to 15,384. Now, Derek Riggs has made a little bit of gain on Mike Oldfield. Derek stands at 4237 and Mike Oldfield 4249. So he's sort of closed the gap a little bit.
Only just.
But the gap between Mike Oldfield and Jethro Tull is closing because Jethro Tull are at 4267. Yes. Could we have a new number 3? Slade are still there at number 2, of course, with 5,088. And Status Quo are whizzing along nicely, 9,634.
Oh, nicely done. Zeb, yes, they've been added so long as we can find them.
Yeah.
Good night tapes for EPs.
So what have I been listening to this week? Well, all sorts, as usual. I've been listening to some more Seven Dust, and I've listened to 10 of the 14. Yves Manstein, 12 of 22. The Lovely Eggs, and they are lovely, lovely couple they are. 6 of the 7. Wedding Present, 7 of 9. And you're going to get a bit of a spoiler here. I'm listening to Crazy Horse without Neil Young. And I've listened to 4. And I've completed Sparkle Horse. But there are other stuff I'm listening to as well.
Hang on. Zeb, it's not so much checking on Discogs. Went and checked on Bandcamp. There's about half a dozen on there.
Yeah, so, I'll have a look at it probably in the new year. Or when I'm not making videos, I can look at things like this. So that's what's been going on. He's just rolling around now. He'll be barking.
His schedule's been put off.
He's not impressed.
he never is. He never is.
So there we go. So that's.
Well, do you want to go and walk to the door and see if he's interested?
Yeah. So, Dave can now do Hatches, Matches, Dispatches while I sort out the dash.
Because you know it's going to be short and sweet. Yes. Good evening, Mike.
Good evening, Mike.
Okay, so burger off, and I'll do this. Hatches, Matches, and Dispatches. Okay. 5, 7 plus 1, and 1. There's not a lot in tonight's. So the 19th, Colin Chilvers. He was a special effects coordinator for the movies, but he was also a music video director. He directed Michael Jackson's video Smooth Criminal. Also on the 19th, Diva Gray. She was an American singer, best known as a background vocalist for the band Chic. But she was in other disco groups, the likes of Change and Lemon, and she was also in Bette Midler's female backing group, the Harlettes. The 20th saw the departure of Andy Paley, American musician with the Paley Brothers and the Modern Lovers. He was also a record producer and a composer. He composed the theme, oh, you're going to love this, he composed the theme to SpongeBob SquarePants. Giggles galore, go on. Also on the 20th, Mike Pinera, American guitarist with the bands Blues Image and Iron Butterfly, and he was a songwriter. He wrote Ride, Captain Ride. And the 22nd saw the departure of Harry Williams, American singer with the 60s group Bloodstone. Birthdays, the Hatches. We got 7 plus 1. 44 today is Lisa Miedelhauf. She was born Elizabeth Rodemund. She's a German rock singer with the band Xandria. 53 today is Leif Nagel, better known as Fenriz. He's a Norwegian heavy metal musician with the group Dark Throne. 62 today is Matt Cameron, American drummer, formerly with Soundgarden and now with Pearl Jam. 68 today. Oh, God, the hair back in the day. David Van Day, British pop singer with Dollar, Guys and Dolls, and Bucks Fizz. Edo Rocky. You're quiet tonight. 76 today is Gerard Bertelkamp. He's better known as Beeb Bertels, Dutch-Australian rock guitarist with the Little River Band. 81 today, and I thought this man had passed, obviously wrong. Randy Newman, American singer-songwriter and film score composer, best known for the songs Short People and You've Got a Friend in Me. And Grandad today is 95-year-old Berry Gordy III, or Berry Gordy Jr., as he prefers, American retired record executive, record producer, songwriter, film and TV producer, best known as the founder of the Motown record label and all its subsidiaries. And the plus one, happy birthday to Doc Martin. We know him as Martin Clunes, OBE DL.
I can only think of it when he was in Jeeves and Worcester. Can I talk about that? Because it might be, but, yeah. On the boat playing the banjo. Remember the episode?
Yes. Yeah. OBE, we all know, Order of the British Empire, which some people are trying to petition that we get rid of the old orders of chivalry. But the DL, you might not know, DL, he's a deputy lieutenant. He's the deputy to the Lord Lieutenant of the Ceremonial County. I'm not sure which one it is, whether is it Wessex? I'm not sure. Anyway, so happy birthday to all them. There's only one match today, and it's not even musical. It's only one that I could find that was of interest. Back in 1582, and it's the date of the marriage license between 18-year-old William Shakespeare and 26-year-old Anne Hathaway. Talking point for tonight is songs, lyrics, album titles with boys' names in them. The usual thing, maximum 10, any format. But I have a funny feeling tonight is going to be a quiet night because it's Simon's birthday, so to be official, happy birthday, Simon. Hope you're enjoying yourself. I'm not sure if he's going to be up tonight. Happy Thanksgiving to all our American friends. Send us the smell in an envelope. You know, one of those bubble envelopes. Fill it up with smell from the kitchen, Pulsar and Nick.
Yeah. Rocky likes a bit of turkey.
Yeah. He is very quiet tonight.
Yeah,
I know.
That's why I'm giving him some. So.
Yes. Oh, definitely Daddy's boy.
He is tonight. We'll send Rocky a turkey. He'd like that.
Last week Midnight Special YouTube channel uploaded a full Randy Newman episode. Right.
Rocky's not poorly. He's just had his booster jab today, and it always makes him a little lethargic. Mm-hmm. And he likes a lot of fuss.
Yeah. Oh God, yes.
More than normal.
And if you don't give him enough fuss, he'll kick.
Yeah.
He can be very insistent.
So, are you happier now? You're gonna let me get on? You want to get down now? Yeah.
There you go. Once the head turns, that's it.
That's it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And
he just needs a little bit of comfort. Yeah.
We think it's sorted on the echo. So
is it better without the echo?
It should be, hopefully.
Yes. So shall we do the result first?
Ooh, you want to do that first? Okay, right. So I need to click on that, and say Click on this and go. And very sadly, Bill Haley in his comments got not one vote.
Nil point.
No one, which is a rarity. But as you can see, the Jam got 13, Gladys Knight got 12. Unfortunately, Waterloo Sunset only got 8. But that's it, as they say. And
how are we doing at the
tonight,
moment?
we've had 3 votes. Ba-dum. Roxy Music have 2, and The Who, My Generation, has 1. Dexys and New Order are nil point at the moment.
Thank you, Record Hound.
I'm actually going to share this tab instead. This is Bandcamp. This is Night Tapes.
Oh, right.
As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, at least I'll be able to listen to them on there.
There's a couple that Dream Forever in Glory, so Download Spirit, and there you got Download Spirit as well. So there might be a couple of duplications, Humans, and then a remix.
Oh, give you something to listen to, won't it?
That one there,
yeah,
is those 2.
Okay. Well, I shall have a listen.
Anyway, so stop sharing and come back to that. Right.
Well, it's time to see what you're going to listen to next week. While that's coming up, we got some good lyrics. It's a song that does have a boy's name in it, but of course I haven't put that up. So if anyone would like to have a guess at that.
And let's see if anybody can guess the language of your title of tonight.
Yes.
Anyway, what's on next week? Well,
we'll have a look in a minute.
There you go. This is what's on.
So next week, as you know, this week we finished Frank Zappa. So what are we doing next? It all can be revealed now, because that is dead. And that's Van Morrison. Now, doesn't he look a bit of a geek?
Oh, God, yes. And you can blame Richard and myself for that.
Yeah. I know Mike's not a big fan of Van Morrison, but he'll be reward. His reward will come after Van Morrison. So, Perfect Side. I thought I would have a bash at my favourite Wishbone Ash album. Ugh. Has it been hard or has it been hard?
I don't know. Has it been hard?
It's been very hard.
Mike's just been listening to Argus.
Yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it? Oh. So let's go on to Tuesday. See what we're doing Tuesday. And here we have, as you can see, a certain drummer, Nick Mason, who has gone on lots of albums, but he managed to make 3 official solo albums. So we'll be having a look at some Nick Mason. And then retro ranking. Yes, there are some bad Black Sabbath songs.
Oh.
Look at some of that here. Now, that there, where the arrow is, believe it or not, is Bob Daisley.
What arrow?
Oh, well,
we can't see the arrow.
Right, you've got Neil Murray, Tony Martin, and then you go to behind Tony Murray, there's Jeff Nichols. And the one next to behind Geezer Butler, that is Bob Daisley.
What, him with the black hair?
Yeah.
All right.
Right on the back, yes. Bob Daisley with his big hair day. Yeah, it is a good album, Ted. Right, so what's happening Wednesday? So we are going to be in...
Sorry, Nick. No, it's not the Diary of Horace Wimp.
No, we have got for December. We've not got 13. We're calling them the Christmas Dozens, and the first one up is a German heavy metal band which they're all requests as well. So every one of these is requests. And we've got Pink Cream 69. Now, they did have a singer that went on to sing with Halloween, and that's Andy Derry. So that's what we're doing there. So come on to Thursday. First up, because we don't want to get Dave up too early, we've got Pick and Mix in the camera's view, and it's the ELO Out of the Blue tour live at Wembley. Controversy or what? But we will be discussing.
Oh, the birthday boy's in the house. Happy birthday, Simon.
Happy birthday to you.
That's it.
And that's all you're getting. And then, when Dave's up and had his 2 cups of coffee, we are going to review the group stages of Battle Royale. Yeah, so that'll be coming up. So what's going to be happening on a Friday? Well, we're going to do some live crash bang wallop metal from a band from Newcastle called Venom. Lots of horns and all that sort of stuff. So we're going to have a look at that. And we got a one-off album. Now, last week we did Jim Steinman, sorry. And he made an album, his only album, called Bad for Good. You'll know a lot of the songs on it. Put it that way. Yes, Rocky. I thought he was going to be quiet. And then Sunday, these 3 chaps are coming back.
This is going to be an interesting one.
Oh,
70s.
yes. 70s. So Richard, Simon and myself will be diving into the 70s and saying what we should have thought would be number 1. So there we go.
I think his lordship wants something.
He does want something. So I'm going to go and sort him out.
Okay.
So I'm going to put the link up.
That off there.
So,
yeah,
won't be a minute, folks. What's up? What do you want? You just want some attention, don't you?
No, off he goes. Nah. Evening, Nick. I hope you're going to join us. Are you coming up tonight, Simon, or are you hiding in the corner?
He just wanted some water. Sorry, folks.
That's all right. It's all right.
Yeah, so there's someone. I don't know where did you find this message, Dave? About was it in last week's?
Oh yes. If you go to last week's live stream and play, it's around about 33 minutes. Somebody with the screen name DAV FLAV, 2 words, Dave Flav, and he had the suggestion that we should show more people's recent purchases. Oh, Simon's a bit under the weather. I'm not surprised. The weather's not great down that part of the world. But yeah, you and I had to think about this, and you wanted to address it because it would be taking content away from other streamers.
Yes, this is it. The only time we show new purchase if it's something really special, or when I've been to Leeds and when Nick and because I don't do that sort of thing. So I usually show mine on Thursday. But I do know that Nick and Mike make their own videos, and people that have channels that buy stuff make their own. So if we showed them on this stream, it takes away their content. So that's why we do our little tags each week and send people off shifting through their record collection to find records that we're talking about. So that's what that's all about.
Yeah, and tonight's example is albums, songs, anything, lyrics with a boy's name. Boy, man, whatever, male.
So yeah, so that's why we don't. For those who wonder why we don't, that's why we don't, because it does take thing. Happy Thanksgiving, Dave. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yes.
So that's why we don't do it in on this stream. If I buy something really, really special or something comes, I would show it, but I don't do show and tell.
Don't remind us, it still hasn't arrived, has it? Now.
So that's why I don't do that. I thought we'd clear that matter up.
Yes. Was there anything else?
I don't think there was. I think that was the only thing. Well, they've got the legend spot.
Yes. Yes. We mentioned it last week that Sir Rod Stewart had announced that he wouldn't be doing any more long world tours. I mean, given his age, I'm not bloody surprised. However, it's been announced that he's taking the legend slot at Glastonbury.
And he will be 80 by then, won't he?
Yep.
Well, Backer got up and did it, so why not Rodders?
Exactly.
Yes. So that'll be something worth watching on Glastonbury weekend. Yeah.
Yes. Because his birthday's the 10th of January, so he'll have hit the 80 mark in the new year. Let's just have a quick look. November, December. Show me January. Oh, his birthday's the day after a live stream. So we don't get to it now. Sod it. I think on the 9th we can do happy birthday for tomorrow.
Yeah, we can give him a mention. The Faces at the BBC is out. Yes, I have sort of looked at it and I've seen what's on it, and I think that's going to be worth a listen. But I'm actually going to treat myself to what was discussing with Mike. A Françoise Hardy album's coming out, so treat myself.
We persuaded you to go and listen to Françoise Hardy.
Yes, I'm going to listen to. But yeah, she did a duo with Jane Birkin.
Yeah, because she's on the laundry list.
Yeah, she is.
She's there. She's there for a ladies' day and a retro.
Yes. This is interesting.
What is it tonight?
You've heard of the Beastie Boys? Welcome to the Yeasty Boys.
Okay. Speaking of which, I tend to listen to Planet Rock, the radio station.
Yes.
They've just had their 25th birthday.
25? I remember them starting.
Yeah,
because it's
25
the first
years
time
ago.
they had a proper rock.
Yeah.
It was the first time we got mainstream rock radio.
You know who one of the presenters is?
Fish.
Robert Wyatt.
Robert Wyatt now, blimey.
Yeah. He's on
Fish
there.
has been doing it, and Joe Elliott.
Yeah. At the moment, Robert Wyatt is doing a charity walk. There's a rock festival going to be starting in Wales, and he's
walking. Do you mean a charity push?
No, a charity walk. He's proper walking.
Oh, is it? Oh, he's going to.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's walking from wherever the studios were to wherever this concert is taking place. It's somewhere in Wales. It's a rock festival thing. And I was listening to that, absolutely stonking amazed. And they mentioned the lineup that they had for their birthday bash, Black Star Riders. Right, yeah, not a problem. I thought, that's going to be rather interesting. And then they announced a whole series of concerts that you can buy tickets through their website next year. And some of the concerts, oh my God, wishful thinking. No, I don't want to go to Glastonbury. I want to go to about 5 of the concerts that are being promoted by Planet Rock. It's worth going and looking at their website. Let's see, who else? Rod Stewart, we've done that. That's another topic. Nope. Anyway. So let's see, who had a go? Nick had a go at the lyrics.
Yeah, sorry, folks. I think it's going to be one of them nights for Rocky tonight. I don't know what he doesn't know what he wants tonight.
No, he's at 6 and 7. He always is whenever he's been talking with that nice lady down at the vets.
Yes, she's a nice lady, but she sticks a bloody great big needle in it.
Yeah. Oh, hello, Rocky. Here, have this little treat. By the way, ow.
When she put the needle in today, he actually looked round. What the you think you're doing?
Oh, there he is. Hello.
Hi,
Good evening, Mike. Not too bad.
Yeah. Is it cold enough for you?
It's rather cold.
Yeah, I know. It's not great, is it?
Oh, it was horrible yesterday. I mean, when I recorded yesterday, which was round about 9 o'clock, I had to keep the lights on.
Yeah.
I mean, when I did my little preview, I turned the lights off to see how dark it was at 8:15. It was.
Yeah, well,
yeah, it didn't get bright, and I think Rocky didn't get out for a walk till 2:15.
Wow. Yeah, I know it's. Anyway, it's it is the end of November, isn't it? So, what do we expect? No. Yeah. So, I watched the YouTube video a couple of hours ago, and it was Chris, the Vine Orchard.
Yeah.
And he showed his 5 favourite Wishbone Ash albums.
Ooh.
So that prompted me to go and listen to Argus, you see.
Well, I had it on yesterday for, I think that's 6 times I've listened to it in the last week. I still can't make up my mind.
I don't know. There's not a bad track on it, but I think one side definitely has the edge over the other. But I'm not going to say which one I think it is.
Anyway, have you watched Jane Birkin yet?
I have, and yeah, it was good ranking. I love to see you struggle with the French pronunciation, though. That was a bit of a laugh.
Well, at least I had a crack at it.
You did. You had a go, and that's all we could expect. You had a go, but yeah, I mean, I'm not really, I'm not familiar with absolutely every one of her albums, but you had, the ones you had near the top were the ones I think I would have had there.
Yeah,
one album that I really like is this one. This is Rendezvous. The one with the duet.
Yeah. It's a lovely one.
And there's a duet she does with Brian Ferry.
That's my favourite track.
Every Home Heartache, and it's better than the Roxy Music version on For Your Pleasure. Yeah.
Oh yes.
Absolutely brilliant.
Also, it's got her duo with Françoise Hardy on it as well, which is beautiful.
It has, yeah. Hi, Andy.
Hi,
Evening,
Andy.
Evening, Rob, and well done.
Yeah, and I had a thought. Have you done James Doughty yet? Have you done Charlotte Gainsbourg yet?
No, I haven't.
Well, I think you should. I mean, she's only got 3, maybe 4 albums, so Maybe you should do that one day.
Yeah, I love that rendezvous. Was it Etienne the Harp?
Etienne Deo.
Deo, yeah. It's so Serge, isn't it? It's got that.
Yeah. I mean, what one thing about the the album that everybody knows, of course, is Jane Birkin, Serge Gainsbourg. But I don't think as an album it's that brilliant, because I think there's too much in there that isn't very good.
Yeah, hence why it's good, but it's not good enough. It didn't even get top 3 in my ranking.
Yeah, I know, and it wouldn't make top 3 for me either. I think a final album is absolutely superb.
Yeah, it is a fantastic album.
Yeah,
I love listening to that album. Still got a powerful voice.
Yeah, that's right. But the album with Serge Gainsbourg. I mean, particularly, I think if you listen to it, you've got obviously the track that everybody knows, sort of kicks it off. Je t'aime moi non plus. But you then have to go to about, I don't know, track 6 or 7, where you get Jane B.
Yeah. And
I think everything in between is a little bit, well, just not top quality. That's my opinion anyway. But yeah, I enjoyed your ranking anyway.
Yeah, the under 60s. I mean, that's just quality song after quality song all the way through that album.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it, and it's hard to do something when there's a big fan out there, and especially someone that you talk to every week.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Keeps you on your toes, mate.
Yeah, keeps me on my toes.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've got my records to show, but I'll show them in a moment. I need at least one more person up here.
Right.
So, yeah.
Sorry, I'm just adding Charlotte to the ladies.
Yeah, I mean,
I think she's just going to be 5 albums. I don't think she's done singles. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed doing that, Jane. I mean, I hadn't heard a lot of some of them mid-80s albums all the way through, so that was interesting. I mean, it's normally her first 3 albums are the only solo albums that people talk about.
Yeah.
But yeah, because someone put them on cassette for me on you remember the C120s?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they they had all 3 albums on that.
Right, yeah. I mean, you're right. I mean, the early stuff is the stuff that everybody knows. But there's one that you had sort of like down. I think it was around about number 10, which is one of her sort of. I think it was either late 80s, early 90s. And it's L'Enfant d'Hiver.
Yeah.
And I really like that album.
I just couldn't.
Yeah.
It's got some good tracks on it, but I just couldn't.
Yeah.
I mean, the Babylon one, why, it was, I know it was mid-80s and they had to have that sound, but it just didn't suit her.
No, I agree with you. It's not a great album. If you want, if you want to listen to a really good album, there's live double album called Arabesque. It's really good.
I think that she may get a live album ranking at some stage because you can't get enough of Jane Birkin on this channel.
No, that's right.
She's a firm favourite with a lot of us, so I think that will be in the pipeline sometime next year. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, well, I think I will go first and get mine out of the way tonight.
Bear with me. Just
wait for Mr. Producer to.
No, I'm just adding the various requests that have come in.
Okay. Anyway, does my mic sound a lot better tonight, Mike?
It sounds fine. Have you got the dishcloth underneath it then?
I certainly have. And
Yeah.
what I've done as well, I've taken my speakers to the PC, unplugged it, and put it through my Bose iPod,
Ah,
and I've pointed it the other way.
yeah.
And
I
here we go.
knew you were picking up reverb from somewhere.
Yeah. We've had
Yeah. Hey. Hi,
Good
Michael.
evening.
Ohio.
Hello.
Or good afternoon, good morning, whatever.
Good morning. Good, very
Thank
early
you.
morning, isn't it?
Very, very good morning. Yes.
So,
And I expect Ian's title to be deciphered now.
under my name.
And that's Chinese, right? Yes.
No, it's Japanese. It's
Well, what's the
Kanji.
direct translation? What are the characters for?
Chief Ranker.
Chief Ranker.
Chief Ranker?
Anyway,
Yes.
boys' names. Thought it would be easy. There's one name that appears all the time. Johnny, John.
It's a
Yeah,
common
I
name.
heard you say that this morning. I was quite interested in that.
Yes, but I have tried to get away from John or Johnny, but you can't.
It's hard.
First one we're going to do. Are you still doing things?
Mm-hmm. No. You want to be made big?
Make big. Anyway, at first, we've got 1984's Van Halen. Not the best cover, but there we go. Now, there is a little track on here on side one, and it's called Top Jimmy, which has got a pretty great little groovy guitar solo from Mr. Van Halen. Yeah, so first up, Top Jimmy from Van Halen's 1984. Now, I could have gone with certain quote tracks, but I've gone from an album I haven't shown. The 1982 album. And there's a little track, second track on side 2. It was also a single. Dear John, goodbye, she said. Some days it's hard, she said. Dear John, I'm breaking away. That's the band at the time. The new drummer, Mr. Pete Kircher.
Ah,
I used to like about the Quo albums. At the bottom of the albums, we used to have From the Makers Of.
Yes.
Because of all the albums up to that one. And I think this is the second for last one that ever happened on.
That was a British thing.
Yeah, very British thing. Okay, Mike will recognise this album.
yes, I do recognise that album.
But do you know which track shows off this?
I'm not sure what's on it. Is Gary Gilmour's Eyes on that?
Oh, can't find it.
I don't want to say because of what I'm going to be shown.
Yeah. Well, I've gone for Killjoy. The Killjoys is and their song "Johnny Won't Get to Heaven's" on this album.
Ah, yeah, that's a good track.
That is a good track, and I keep saying this, but this is a fantastic album.
It's I mean that Killjoy single is one that you won't see very often.
No, I remember it. So to have that on here, I just like that. Get a job, get a car, get a bed, get drunk.
Yeah,
To me.
fair enough.
Good advice.
Yes.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Okay. We've got a little bit of Emerson, Lake and Palmer. And I don't like the track, but this has got a live version of Jeremy Bender on it.
Oh,
Ooh,
Which is not brilliant, but it's a different boy's name. It's Jeremy.
yeah.
One of the best boys this year for me. Thank you very much. I'll keep saying that. Okay, our next one. From Bon Jovi's third album, Slippery When Wet. Now, the big hit, one of the big hits off here was Living on a Prayer. And this is where Tommy used to work at the docks. It's the only lyrics I remember. I remember when this album come out. I actually brought it when it come out. When I used to like Living on a Prayer, but it's overplayed now.
Yeah.
So I don't like it so much. My favourite track on here is actually the first track, Let It Rock, which is an absolutely cool track. Okay.
Did they have a different cover for that record? I don't remember that particular cover for Slippery When Wet. Didn't it have a woman's body on it?
No, I don't
The
know.
American?
I don't know, but this was the
UK version? Okay.
Yeah, the UK version. This is the version that I brought on, I think, day of release.
I should look it up.
Real good album. Okay, up next. Everyone will know what's off this. Uncle Albert, of course.
Oh,
that's a good one.
Yes, a bit of Uncle Albert. Still one of my favourite greatest hits album, and so glad that I brought this up in Leeds.
Oh yeah, you got that in Relics, didn't you?
I did, yes, and it's in condition.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we couldn't do this without some Slade, could we? And as I've opened, this is the only vinyl I've got of Slade at the moment, because most of mine were CDs and now on iPods. Of course, My Friend Stan.
Yeah.
There you go.
Absolute cracker. Now, you know how good I am at doing the double bubbles and...
Here we go.
Yeah, go on then.
Then this is Johnny the Fox, title of the album. But the track, of course, Johnny the Fox meets Jimmy the Weed.
Ah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yes.
It's like a reunion.
Yes. Nice record, that is. Okay. Bit of AC/DC. This is the Australian version of Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap, which is a far better cover. Now, second track on here is called Ain't No Fun Waiting Around to Be a Million Air. Now, there's a line in this that goes, "Hey, Howard, how you doing?" And Bond says, "Get your Jumbo jet off my airport."
I love that cover. I think it's really great.
Yeah, on the back, it's you've got Malcolm, Phil, and Mark Evans. It's a far better cover than the British version.
Yeah.
I just love that cover. See, this version has got Jailbreak on it and a track called Rock in Peace, which is...
So is that an Australian?
Yeah, this is the Australian version.
Yeah.
It's on Albert Records.
Ah.
Yeah. It's even got the little... What's it on the back? Okay, my last one is a 12-inch single. Now, this has not just got one name of the track on it, or person's name. It's Rocket by Def Leppard. It says Major Tom, Jack Flash. What else is on it? Let's get me a bit of paper. It's got the thing. Do you know, I was so organised earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Johnny, Benny and the Jets. It's all about, this song's all about glam songs. So you've got Jack Flash, Benny and the Jets, Major Tom, and Johnny B. So that's 4 on one song in the lyrics.
Incredible.
This has got a very, very bad version of Release Me, Let Me Go on it as well.
Oh, God.
Absolutely shocking. And it's performed by Stump and the Good Old Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mind you, Engelbert's version isn't any great shakes, is it?
Yeah, so there's my little presentation.
Excellent.
Yeah, well done. It's good.
You've got that, and I've got an answer to Michael's question, which was, oops. Slippery When Wet.
That's
yes,
right,
there was a woman, and that's the Japan only release.
I thought so.
Yeah. So, there you go. Enough.
Enough cheesecake.
Yes, definitely.
Thank you. There are some good picks. You see, I'm always the king of finding more than one thing that we're talking about on one album. And that sprang to mind. I thought, Rocket, there's loads on it.
Yeah. We're not going to beat that, are we? Not the Def Leppard. How many were there on there? Probably half a dozen or more.
Well, there's the 4, and I think there's a couple more that sort of. I mean, Jet Black. I mean, is it?
Yeah, maybe.
But it's a song that's made up of names of people, glam rock artists, and songs and albums, and I mean, it mentions Genie. I mean, Sgt. Pepper and the band. It was written. Did they just put everything they like and made it into a track called Rocket? It's nothing to do. Although it's got rockets on it, it's nothing to do with rockets. It's more to do with glam rock.
Right.
Very clever.
Very clever.
A pun.
So is it?
Yes.
Thank you very much for your little messages for. I had to alter yours because I put it up.
Yes.
And it was screaming at me.
I bet there was one word there, and when I wrote that sentence, I knew how it could be misconstrued.
Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, it was going. Ooh!
Yeah.
I thought I'd do a test run. I did a test run yesterday afternoon.
Yeah, I could see that. But the rest of it was fine.
Yes, it was.
Yes.
It just I thought. Yeah, I thought I'd better check before we put it up. I didn't want to be able to put it up today on his birthday, and it went.
Yes, I agree. I concur.
Yeah, so once I got that, I thought I'd put it up. I made it into a little short, and it's amazing what it picks up, doesn't it? The algorithms.
Yes.
You'll have to tell me later what this is all about.
Yes.
Well, we'll go through the full message later.
Yes.
Right.
the uncensored version.
There is the uncensored word. We just have to take a few words out. I mean, I think I put one word appropriate to Simon. I replaced a certain word with helmet.
Yes, it has connotations, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, I just had to put a few little stars in the other word, and it let me get away with it. Because I would have put plucking in instead. But a few dots here and a thing there, it let me through the second time. So there we go. If you want to know what it is, go and watch Simon's birthday top 10, and you'll find out because it's near at the beginning. The cleaned up version for the YouTube. Anyway, is anyone else would like to show me some records, or do you want to chat for a while?
I can go next.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I hate going on after Mike.
I love it whenever volunteers take one.
The thing is, Michael.
Yes.
I can guarantee there'll be no crossover between yours and mine. I'll be really surprised if there is.
Okay. There might be. There might be. Okay, my first one. So this is about men's names.
Yes.
My first one comes from your country.
Ooh.
And it's about a one-night stand. And that song is William, It Was Really Nothing. William, It Was Really Nothing.
Yeah, that's
That's different, yes.
Yeah. I know. I've got a counter to that. Yeah.
I bet you do. And my second one, I won't go into the lyrics. My second one is called Steve, and it is about a love affair between a younger woman and an older man, and it was written and sung by Genya Ravad, who's one of my favorite American female vocalists of which I picked this up for around 500 yen in Okayama, and it's a U.S. pressing, and it is a doo-wop song. And do you guys like doo-wop? Is doo-wop very popular?
We have a lot of doo-wops.
Yeah,
Do you?
yeah,
Do you?
in moderation. So,
In moderation.
What sort of era is she then?
She's early 70s. She fronted a band she was a vocalist for a band called 10 Wheel Drive that was, if I could, it was, I know you guys hate Chicago, but essentially it was Chicago with a female vocalist, but the compositions are just so good, so strong. And she was an immigrant. I think she came from Poland. She was a Jewish immigrant. Her family escaped the Nazis. And her first band was she was of the Laura Nyro era. She was Goldie and the Gingerbread. She had a band, all girl band, which got some headway. But then she hooked up with 10 Wheel Drive, and then she went solo. She also produced bands. She produced the Dead Boys out of Boston. And there's a documentary, well, not a documentary, it's a biopic about Hilly, who ran CBGB's. And in that movie, there's a character who is sort of Genya Ravan character who is trying to get the Dead Boys in order and trying to manage them properly. Because the Dead Boys were like stabbing each other, getting stabbed. I mean, they were really, really a tough rumble. Yeah. Now, this is not a very good record, but there is a duet on this record with Iain Hunter called Junkman, which is just an absolute pleasure to listen to. The way that the two of them play off each other. And she happened to be recording a record. She might have been recording this record at the time. He was recording one of his with Iain Hunter, and they were in the same studio building, and somebody introduced them, and they did the duets together. It's the best track on the record. So that is Genya. I could recommend a couple of tracks for you, Mike, and then you can decide, because I know you can decide very quickly if you like something or you don't like something. But I know you like female vocalists, and I would recommend you check her out. Okay, hats off to Roy Harper, Led Zeppelin 3.
Yeah,
this is that record. It's got I don't know what you call this. It's got that turn wheel. You know, what do you call that?
Yeah.
You can have John, you can have John Paul, you can have who you want on in your program.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Good stuff.
This U.S. pressing, purchased this in Japan, because there's a lot of U.S. pressings here. Okay, next one. I will go faster. Okay. So, Bob Dylan, John Wesley Harding, and this is a Japanese pressing, and it doesn't have an obi. It has one of these things that's called an end cap. See that?
Oh,
Real pain in the ass. Real pain in the ass to maintain, because they're always like disappearing and falling off. And I picked this up used, really cheap in Okayama, 500 yen, and I'm bringing it up to show you guys for a reason. It was CBS Sony. And it's so funny when I watch all these people like show these new pressings of new records. Let me tell you about CBS Sony. You see this label, this orange? And see that?
All right.
Every single CBS Sony record produced in the 70s, 80s, and 90s in Japan looks exactly like this.
Oh,
the same color scheme. Every single one. So there was no art. They would bring the jackets, they would redo the jackets, but in terms of the record label, it was always exactly the same. He cut off his toes and he served them all for tea. Harold the Barrel.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right. There's a man here from the BBC.
Yeah. I love that song.
He was a well-known restaurant owner.
Yeah. He disappeared early this morning, yeah.
He did. Last seen wearing a mouse-brown overcoat. Suitably camouflaged.
Yeah.
His phone catch the train.
Yeah.
Father of 3 is disgusting. What a horrible thing to do.
Yeah. I think that's enough.
That's enough. Okay. Oh God, I forget who originally wrote this song, but it's Lord Chancellor's Nightmare song. Do you know this, Gilbert and Sullivan? You know, love unrequited robs me of me rest. Love, hopeless love.
Yeah.
My ardent soul encumbers. Love, nightmare like lies heavy on me chest. It's about unrequited love and not being able to sleep. One-Eyed Jack, also an artist that's not very popular in the UK, but a New York artist, very different. He mostly did a lot of reggae and punk stuff, and this record kind of like, he did more sophisticated stuff and more ballads in this record. And this is the title track. Here comes the One-Eyed Jack, sometimes white and sometimes black, in memory of the baseball great Jackie Robinson, Garland Jeffries. Jesus is a man's name, right?
Yes.
The Brides of Jesus, Little Feat. Yeah. Great song, also done by the Golden Palominos. And Sam Stone, John Prine's Sam Stone, covered by Al Cooper. As good as the original, about a Vietnam vet returnee who's a drug addict and basically dies alone with a needle in his arm. We love a bit of time. I know. Thank you, Simon. Simon's kind. This is and look at this. Just to show you, just to pull it out. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, have I made my point?
Oh, I recognize that label.
Every single one. It's so weird. And last one. It's a bit of a stretch. Tarzan. I
love that album cover.
It's really funny, isn't it?
You should listen to the music. Check it out. I know. It looks like a coffin or it's a go-kart.
It's a soapbox.
I am proud to introduce my mother, Wilma, to you, even though it's actually been a couple of years since she actually pushed my baby carriage. That's her, Wilma.
Lovely.
And that concludes my male singers that I found.
You
always think it's going to go a certain way.
Yeah, well done.
That's what they call a soapbox, isn't it?
Yeah.
What I do?
People that likes watching the soapboxes going down the hill.
Yes, a soapbox racer.
Yeah,
I think that's what it's called. I made those as a kid.
Yeah,
they were neighborhood events.
You go, that's not even going to get through the first round. Yep. The guy that just were commentating on it, he's been doing it for years, and he knows when they're not. He knows they're going to fail. He knows the ones.
Yeah.
Do they have?
I went to see one once at Roundhay Park in Leeds, and it was good fun. But you get the people that know what they're doing, and then you get the chances. As you say, they get to the first bend and that's it.
Yeah, because they did the Red Bull World thing. They have the alley pally because they stop at the top. I mean, Nick will know this. That road that comes down the top of Alley Pally is very steep. It's probably one of the steepest tracks they use. I mean, it's not like this, is it? It's really because when you walk up that hill, it knackers you. You do it on a hot day.
You have to have an engineering background to make a good go-kart, and it's kind of that if it makes the first turn quickly, that the father had something to do with it.
Yeah.
See, Nick.
I tracked it down. That operetta that you were thinking about, Gilbert and Sullivan, Iolanthe.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
That was Reginald Perrin's middle name, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I was going to say that.
Yeah, because he said his middle name is Iolanthe because that's what the local Gilbert and Sullivan Society were doing in the year he was born. And he said if he'd been born a year later, he would have been called Reginald Pirates of Penzance.
Yeah, have a good time, Pulsar. Enjoy your turkey with your family and have your Thanksgiving to all of them.
Happy Thanksgiving,
have a good one,
Bolsar.
Bolsar.
Enjoy.
See you later.
That's another. Let's go on to another story. This
Yes.
is a cricket one. I heard this at a cricket dinner, and it's about Everton Weeks, the
Okay.
West Indian cricketer. And apparently Jim Laker asked him why he was called Everton Weeks. And Everton said, well, my dad was a big fan of Everton Football Club, so I got called Everton. He said, and Jim Laker allegedly turned around and said, good job he weren't a supporter of West Bromwich Albion then.
Up the baggies.
Yeah, that was that really went round the room, and the guy done it in a West Indian dialect as well. It was so funny.
Oh,
Things that
Can
you
you-
can't do now, but when
Yes.
a cricket dinner, it was actually a famous person that said it as well. I'm not going to say who it was.
Can you
you're looking
imagine?
rather scholarly. You're looking rather scholarly tonight.
Can you imagine standing at the wicket and thundering towards you at the other end in Joel Garner?
Oh,
Jesus Christ!
I know.
I think I'd move out the bleeding way.
yeah.
Oh, when I played cricket, we used to play United Social Club. You know, Nick, the United Social Club, which was
I've
a
heard
big,
of it.
yeah, it was a big West Indian community thing, and it was like playing the West Indies.
Yeah.
You had the McFarlane family. Now, Les McFarlane played for Northamptonshire. And these balls come down, I think. I mean, I did face Jim Griffiths in indoor cricket, but he was getting on. And I hit Peter Lee played for a team in Northamptonshire after he finished professional, and I hit him for a 6. He tried to bounce me out. He was a bit cocky. And I was this 21-year-old, so he threw a few bounces down at me. And I did an Iain Botham, just swished it, didn't look, and it went for 6. And after he said, you didn't know much about that. I said, no, I didn't. He said, someone had to go and fetch it out of the bushes. All I know. I said it was either get rid of it or wear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we didn't have helmets in them days.
No.
No, wasn't the thing, was it?
No, there were no helmets.
Yeah.
Yeah, went through and all. I mean, the only protection you had was a box.
Well, that's right. Yeah. Well, we got our priorities right. You know, protect the important bit.
Yeah. Crikey. I hated cricket.
I was.
But I know the names, you know, and I can sit and listen to Richie Benno for ages. I know he's gone.
Yeah.
I mean, me, it was
Yeah.
special. I mean, you had John Arlott and Brian.
Well, John Arlott was fantastic, wasn't he?
Hey, that lovely. Yeah, that
While I'm there, can I? I've got some records anyway. Can I just wish Simon a very happy birthday? I hope he's had a grand day.
Yeah.
And
He's in the gallery.
it's all downhill from here, mate.
I don't agree.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I said, he's not aging, he's just leveling up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, this is nice. Look, I live in Lebanon.
Yes. Happy birthday to you, young
Indeed.
man.
There you go. Many thanks.
Yeah, he's not fit. He's quite a bit under the weather. I mean, he said to me earlier that he was not feeling too good.
Oh, right. That's a shame.
So he's watching-
Well, it's that time of year, isn't it, when there's loads of bugs and
Yeah,
viruses and
yeah.
goodness knows what floating around.
Yeah. So do you want? Are you going to go next, Mike?
Well, if you like, yeah.
I've got to put this up first.
I love that one.
There you go.
Oh,
That's
he's
a
a
good one.
pickup artist.
Oh,
Man,
very good.
himself with some of his
Can I just
one-liners.
say, I love that thumbnail of his. I think Cesar Romero was the best of them all.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Fantastic he was.
Yeah, and the guy that played the Riddler,
Frank Gorshin.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he was brilliant as well.
Yeah.
Anyway, who's
Anyway,
going next?
after that the bit about Batman, it's
Yeah.
Mike.
Yes, it's me. Yeah.
Mike's going next. Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Right. Okay, folks. It's all singles today, and it was going to be all post-punk, but then I remember that another single that's definitely not punk that I think we ought to show, because it's not just a single. It's part of British culture,
Mm.
and it's this one. It's Ernie, the fastest milkman in the West, Benny Hill.
And do you know, Mike, that was at number 2 on this day in 1971.
Ah, oh well, there you go. There
Yeah.
you go. So there you go. So that's Benny, and of course, you know, there's 2 names in here apart from Ernie. Of course, there's
2-ton Ted.
you know, yeah, exactly.
Oh, the Baker's
But he had
van.
a rival, an evil-looking man, called
Yeah.
2-ton Ted from Teddington, and he drove the baker's van.
Henry McGee.
Henry McGee, yeah, who was brilliant, wasn't he? I mean, that Benny Hill, sort of like that, the kind of ensemble of actors were just brilliant, weren't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
Bob Todd was in it, wasn't he?
Bob Todd.
Yeah.
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 And little Sandy, wasn't it? The Irish chap.
Yeah, the
Oh,
guy
the
that
little
used
guy
to,
that used to slap him on the head.
yeah,
That's it.
Yeah, yeah. Right. So that's that one out of the way.
Yeah.
But now these are just basically in alphabetical order because it's the way I got them out. So first off, you go the adverts. Gary Gilmore's Eyes,
Yes.
brilliant track.
great band. You know,
I've never seen the picture sleeve for that.
have you not?
No, never.
There you go. Yeah, you see it now them.
Yeah.
Yeah, not bad, is it?
No, it's okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And this is a nice picture sleeve. There you
Very
go.
nice. Very nice.
One day, Denis. Great picture of her, isn't it?
Indeed.
Yeah. There you go. Right. A less usual name. Bow Wow Wow.
Mm.
Louis XIV.
I'm not a great fan of that song, you know.
Really?
No.
It's not. Yeah, I mean, it's not an all-time great, is it?
No.
I mean, Go Wild in the Country was by far the best single from Bow Wow Wow.
What happened to her?
She's still
She's still around.
performing. She was performing last summer.
Oh,
Yeah,
She's doing a tour next year.
yeah.
I've seen it advertised on Facebook or something like that, I think.
Yeah. I mean, she's probably still only in her 20s, isn't she?
thanks to modern science.
Yeah. Right. Elvis Costello. What's this song?
Oliver's Army.
It is. Yeah. Oliver's Army.
Very good, Nick.
I've
Yeah.
got it. I've got the exact
Yeah.
same sleeve.
Yeah, there you go. on Radar Records.
Radar Records.
Yeah. It's amazing how many artists that were on Stiff later went on to Radar. I think Nick Lowe was one of them as well. Right, one we've shown, I think Nick and I have both shown this before, but it's worth showing again. Half Man, Half Biscuit. There you go.
Yeah.
The great Dickie Davis Eyes.
Who
Yeah.
is the woman on the cover? Or is it a boy?
I don't know who that is.
Don't know, huh?
Do you know, Nick?
And it can be anybody.
Ain't
Yeah.
got a clue.
That's
Ain't got a clue.
that's some look on the face there.
Yeah,
But them eyes on the back sleeve freak me out.
That's
they
it.
are. Yeah, yeah. I think they're meant to, though, aren't
Yeah.
they? Yeah. Yeah, I love that. Right, Tom Robinson Band.
Hmm.
This is an EP, Rising Free EP, which is really good. And the track on here is Martin, and it's a live track, and it's a song about a lad who idolises his older brother. Yeah, so there you go, Rising Free EP, really good.
Yeah.
Right, one we all know. Sham 69.
Harry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
He
just
did
love
that at the road mender.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, when we went to see him. Oh, brilliant.
yeah. I bet they were. Yeah.
Yeah. At that beginning, it's like every household.
There you go. Clear. That's the other side. No entry on the other side, and that's they had a bit of trouble with customers in the States, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So a song named after a television program and a character. Else Bloodiness Abounds, and Simon Templar.
Brilliant.
Yeah. So, if you don't know, the Bloodiness Abounds was sort of a bit of a sort of comedy sort of punk act. I mean, the music was great, but there was a lot of humour in what they did.
I think they're called Max Splodge now, aren't they, or something like that?
I didn't know that.
I think they are. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does splodge have a meaning in the in your dialect?
It does, but I don't know how to describe it. A splodge.
No.
It's like a splodge of paint, in it, or put a splodge.
Yeah. Something sort of wet and gloopy, isn't it?
I thought so. I thought so.
Yeah.
We Americans
Here's
also are
Starmer.
similar.
He's wet and gloopy.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, it's the other expression. It's like put a splodge of mayo with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A dollop. There's Michael rolling around the room up backstage. He's quite funny. What I see. Yeah, a dollop. Have you heard that word? A dollop.
Yes.
Yeah.
A dollop.
Yeah, a dollop. Yeah, a dollop and a splodge are probably about the same, aren't they? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And now
Yes.
Undertones. Yeah. We've had William, it was nothing. Now we got
Brilliant.
Jimmy, yeah. Yeah, poor little Jimmy wouldn't let go, eh?
Yeah.
Silly boy, oh silly boy. There you go, and there's a nice sort of cartoon picture of Patrick Moore.
Oh, in Upper Mars bar.
Yeah. Yeah, so there you go. That's the Undertones, and one more.
Okay.
Brilliant.
Right, so it's British post-punk,
Yes.
and the band come alphabetically after the Undertones. So what do you reckon it might be?
XTC.
It's XTC, yeah. And what is it then?
They're making plans for our Nigel.
It
Yes.
certainly is. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I love that song.
Yeah, me too.
It's a cracker, isn't it?
Yeah. And that's it. And that's my 10, well, 11 if you count Ernie.
Oh, well,
Excellent.
That's brilliant.
Thank you.
Some absolute corkers there.
Cheers.
Yeah, that Hurry Up Harry, that beginning bit must have happened in every household in the 70s.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. You go around your mate's house and he's not ready to come down the pub with you.
Yeah. It was a bit like that when I used to go to school. We used to call at a friend's house. It was like we all sort of lived picking up. So there's about 6 of us eventually. His was the last house. And we always got there in plenty of time because he was never ready because he had 3 brothers and a sister. It's absolute all trying to get ready for school at the same time.
Yeah.
Sharing
that bathroom.
Yeah. It was quite funny. He literally lived down the road from me. 2-minute walk. And people come round in. I said, you better come in because Vince won't be ready yet. And you get a phone call from him saying, are you ready? Yeah, we're around mine having a cup of tea. This was at 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, fun memories. It's Andy Goldwyn's come up with it. Look, I think a splodge is a fat dollop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right, Andy, actually.
Absolutely, yeah. That's the best definition, I think. Yeah. Yeah.
Andy gets the best definition of the night. A splodge is a fat dollop. Excellent. Anyway, I always like to know what Nick shows because he does the cryptic stuff. So
yeah.
Do we have any cryptic stuff tonight?
Craptic, more like.
Yeah, you've got it. I had 4 boys' name in one track, so that's the standard tonight.
Right. Well, I've got a shed full here. I think I got a bit overexcited when I was pulling records out for this.
Good.
And when I heard records and names being mentioned earlier, and yeah. So anyway, I thought Mike might have shown this. I'm just trying to balance the book on my knee.
It's okay.
2008. It's a reissue. Wild Billy Childish and the Black Hands. And for your delications, on here we have a John, a Louis, a Jack, and a Mr. Hitler.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that one, Nick.
No. Well,
I love that
I
album.
more or less stumbled upon it, to be honest.
Yeah, I absolutely love that album. I'm so pleased that you sent it to me.
Yeah, it's a cracker. There's one. It's Captain something or other's Voodoo Party or something. That's the other one of his. I'd really like to get hold of. I've heard there's a female vocalist on it.
Right.
And for the life of me, I can't remember what her name is.
Yeah, but that album, you really would have wanted to be at that gig, wouldn't you?
Yeah, and it's weird because it sounds like he's singing through a megaphone or something like that.
It does, yeah.
The sound of his vocals is ever so strange, but it's a great album. Early Dexter's Midnight Runner's sort of greatest hits type album. Of course, Gino.
Excellent.
And that's the Gino in question.
So he was an American, right?
Yeah, but I'm not sure if he lives over here in Britain now because he tours a lot over here.
He went over there on the GI Bill, if I remember correctly.
What?
That's how he did. That's how he was able to go there and start a career. Because he had income from the GI Bill.
But he seems to be forever doing the pubs and clubs and whatever.
Yeah.
And it's one artist I'd really like to go and see.
I've seen Gino at the Cambridge Folk Festival in about 1986, 87.
Oh, yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Did a great version of Knock on Wood. Did a great version of Knock on Wood. He was in this little tent, big marquee. There was more people on the stage than actually in the crowd. But it was a fantastic gig.
Yeah. And of course, he's probably his most famous tune is Michael the Lover.
Yeah.
That's right.
Love to go and see Gino Washington. Really would.
Yeah, it was really good.
This one's a double album, a psychobilly sort of hits type album compilation. I picked this up at Leicester Record Fair a few years ago. It was only 10 quid. And on here, I should have written it down. Sung by Link Ray, Jack the Ripper.
Ah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's a cover because I've got a song called Jack the Ripper by Prince Buster in my collection.
Right.
But I'm not sure if that one's a cover. But yeah, Jack the Ripper.
I like that cover. That's a pretty cool cover.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
it is quite psychobilly looking. Bit of madness. This is from 1981. This is actually a German pressing.
Ah.
And I picked this up from Rushton and Diamond's car boot sale a few years ago. And there's a song on here called Benny Bullfrog, which is sung by Lee Kicks Thompson, saxophone player. So that's a Benny. I've got albums and singles.
Oh,
Manfred Mann, greatest hit. If you want a greatest hits one, this is probably the one to get, but it's not Manfred Mann's Earth Band. That doesn't appear on here.
This is
Good stuff. So what is it? Jack, is it?
My Name's Jack. Yeah.
Who's Jack?
The Mighty Quinn. I think there was another one on there. I'm not quite sure.
Mr. Jane.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah. Semi-detached suburban Mr. James.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't mind a bit of Manfred Mann.
I really like that early stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I don't mind a bit of the Earth Band, but mostly Blinded by the Light and Davies on the Road again I can sort of sing along to. The Exploited, Troops of Tomorrow. This is a reissue from 2016. First track on side one is a Jimmy Boyle. Side two, you've got Sid Vicious Was Innocent.
Yeah, right.
But my favourite tune here is one called UK 82, which features in the Made in Great Britain film, or Made in Britain. Suzanne Vega from 1987, Tom's Diner.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
And you'll have to excuse me, I'm sort of double checking to see if I've missed anything, because I really could have written a lot of this down. Yeah, quite like Suzanne Vega. She was touring last year, I think it was, but it was 70 odd quid a ticket.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah. And then I think it was an acoustic set or something like that.
Yeah.
And I thought, nah, that's a bit too steep for me. King Kurt. Bo Diddley. Bo Diddley Goes East. That's from here. You got Rocking Kurt. Mac the Knife.
Yeah.
And there's an Oedipus on here as well. Oedipus Rex.
Yeah. That's good.
Bit of British fun time psychobilly for you.
I've got the single of Mac the Knife. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the B side you want to listen to. Wreck a Party Rock.
Yeah.
Brilliant. We've already seen that, haven't we?
Yes.
No, worth seeing again, isn't it?
Oh God, those eyes creep me. It's like that werewolf picture disc you showed the other week. Very creepy. Django. This is a reissue. If you want an original copy of this in minty condition, well, good luck to you. Cost you a hell of a lot of money. I've written this down actually. Return of Django, the Upsetters. Django is a masculine name from the Romani language, meaning I awake.
Right.
And there's a picture of Lee Scratch Perry on the back.
Yeah.
As in Django Reinhardt.
Yes.
Yeah. Got a few singles now. Great Minds Think Alike.
Yep.
Apparently, so I hear, this is one you don't see very often.
I don't think I've ever seen that. I don't think I've ever seen. Certainly not the Picture Slave.
Yeah, Johnny Won't Get to Heaven.
Yeah.
Do you know who the lead singer is of the Killjoys?
No.
Mr. Dex's Midnight Runners himself, Kevin Rowland.
Really?
Oh,
So this is
cool.
great.
I recognise that voice.
Yeah, it's him. Yeah.
Oh.
Actually, he wrote it. His name's on the back there, on the label, K. Rowland.
That's one of my favourite songs on that punk that Mike brought me, Nick. I love that song.
Yeah, it's a belter, isn't it?
Yeah.
Horace Wimp.
Yeah.
That's probably my favourite ELO tune. Mr. Blue Sky's been done to death, but you never ever hear this on the radio.
I love
You don't, do you? No.
No. And I don't know why. Right. Where's my notes? Peter Gabriel. Games Without Frontiers. There's an Adolf on here. Hans, Leo, Rico, Andre, and a Willie.
Ian, I regret to inform you that
I've been outdone by Nick tonight. Well done,
You
Nick.
The last two. Bernard Cribbins, Right Said Fred.
Oh, right said Fred. I love that.
Yeah,
Absolute classic.
dear old Bernard Cribbins.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Like the other one there was I digging an hole.
Yeah, gone but not forgotten.
No.
And it's Ernie and his best mate, 2-Ton Ted from Teddington.
Yeah.
But no one forgets to mention Trigger.
Yeah.
Trigger's the horse.
Yeah.
Who pulled the fastest milk cart in the West.
And that, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, is it.
very good.
Yay.
Very well done.
As ever, Nick, that is always a fantastic
I'm still clapping.
presentation. You tonight are the winner of getting as many up to the topic in one song.
Yeah.
What was a song? But I forgot about Graham's from Out Frontiers.
Yeah. Oh, there's loads I could have shown. You know, Matthew and Son. Cat Stevens.
Ian, if you make me big, Nick can see dates for Gino Washington.
Oh.
December the 5th, he's at Soul Mama at the Gantry Hotel in London.
Well, he don't like heading north, does he?
The 8th of December, he's in Swindon. January 3rd and 4th, he's in London again. 22nd of February, he's in Sutton.
The Ram Jam Band, bloody hell.
Yeah. The Animals. Wow.
Yeah. 4th of January.
And it's Gino and Yo-Yo Blues.
Perhaps he gets a nosebleed if he goes past the Watford Gap.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Given that Gino.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's 80 next year, I think it is.
Right.
Let me just check.
Excellent.
No, sorry, he's 81 this December.
Bloody hell.
21st of December, he'll be 81.
It's still going. Yeah.
That's not a bad band either, is it? It's got Steve Bingham on the bass. I mean, he's played with everybody he has, hasn't he?
You don't realise, do you, how old some of these people are?
The tickets for the Swindon concert are £22 plus a £2 booking fee. So
that's not bad.
Nice, isn't it?
That's really good.
A third of what's her name?
Susan Vega.
Yeah, Suzanne Vega.
Yeah.
I mean, £70. Whenever you think about some of the ticket prices that you see, £300 and £400 these days, £70 is nothing.
No. Well, I mean, look at the Oasis thing.
That's disgraceful. That's just sheer profiteering.
It is, isn't it?
I mean, my niece mentioned a potential Christmas present for my sister and her husband. Said, I'd like to send them to the Scissor Sisters. Okay, right. How much are we talking? £98 a head. Just thought, yes, I love my sister, but I don't love my sister that much.
God, Dave. So if you had to put a monetary value on how much you love your sister, what is it?
At the moment, it's the £95 for the turkey crown, the roast beef, and the lamb joint.
Yeah.
I'm buying the bits for a Christmas dinner.
Yeah, excellent.
Anyway, who would like to know what they're going to find out for next week?
Oh, yeah.
Do we have to?
Oh, yeah. Go on then.
You better put it up then, hadn't you?
Yeah, if you have to.
Yeah. So here we are. He's fast asleep tonight. So we've got jacket covers.
Yes.
Breakup songs. Jack Frost. To Be or Not to Be. Instrumentals. Transitions. Holy Trinity. And Corkers and Clunkers. I bet everyone's, what's Jack Frost?
It'll be to do with snow, winter, freezing conditions. Yeah.
Transitions. This is where on an album where you've got two tracks that sort of slide into each other without a gap. You know what? Lots of concept album type tracks come to mind on this one, don't they?
Yes, they do. Yeah.
Yes, Mike's favorite, or was it a True Star? That's full of transitions.
It is, hasn't it? Yes.
Yeah.
So that's what it's all about, and I think this one actually come from Stevie's vinyl cupboard. So Stevie's.
Right. Well, that's quite interesting. Yeah. See if I can find some punk. That might be quite a challenge.
I'll tell you one straight off the top of my head. The Road to Hell, Part 1, Part 2.
Yes.
Chris Rea.
There you go.
Yeah, so that's what we're doing next week. Song transitions.
Wow, it's a toughie.
It's a toughie.
Oh. Simon says any Doors album should do it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's the proper word for it.
Yeah, segues.
Yes.
Segues.
We're just a bit thick here.
Yeah.
And what were the lyrics? Down the bottom? The lyrics down the bottom of the screen.
Okay.
Has anybody guessed them?
Not me.
It
sounds familiar, but it's got to be connected. Is it connected with boys' names?
It is, yes.
and he's not being good. That rules that one out, but there's a clue for you.
It's Johnny B. Good, isn't it?
No, that's what I say.
Johnny be good.
Being good.
Yeah. No idea.
Wow, that was very close, Mike.
Very close.
Close,
Right
but
now,
no cigar.
it's a Chuck Berry song.
Yes.
It's on Status Quo. Did a cover it on the level. Hey, there's your answer.
Yes, Record Hound's got it.
Bye bye, Johnny. Right.
Yes. Bye bye, Johnny. Everyone remembers Johnny Be Good, but they never remember Bye Bye, Johnny.
No. You do realise, Ian, if you say, well, this was on the Status Quo album, that's not going to really help us very much.
No.
Oh, no.
If you'd said it was on the Genesis album.
But it still wouldn't help me.
No. Or a Yes album.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah. I'd be all right with that, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going through you know what will come out next week?
What's that?
The transitions. I haven't shown them for a long while.
Marillion?
Marillion, yay.
Yeah.
I might take a holiday next week.
Yeah, I could be washing my hair.
It's a long process, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, talking of washing hair, Rocky's had his went for his booster, and he's got some dry skin.
Oh.
Yeah, the rest of us call it dandruff.
Yeah, it's dandruff. So she recommended some shampoo. She says, what you get it on Amazon for, you'd have to pay double if I gave it to you here in the vets. And for a little tub, I don't think it's no bigger than that. £15.
Actually, baby shampoo is one of the best shampoos for dogs when they have.
Yeah, I mean, I do using baby shampoo, but this stuff is a medicated one, and it'll clear up because he's got lots of dried skin. It's basically like us as we get old, we don't reproduce our skin cells, and that's all it is. It's nothing nasty, but he's got lots of little scabby bits, and I brushed him.
So glad we went down this path in front of an audience.
Yeah. Next time he gets his bath, medicated wash, and then conditioner.
Right.
But they had a Black Friday deal, and you get some mousse thrown in as well. So
for humans or for animals?
Yeah. Strawberry or chocolate?
His skin. So he's going to be yeah.
Make hair mousse. Not eating mousse.
Yes, hair mousse, yes. So he's got his hair mousse and that, but yeah. But he's in good working order.
Good.
Yeah, he's strong as an ox, apparently. It's always worrying when you go for this, because he gets his jab and his yearly checkup.
Mm-hmm.
And you just wonder, of his age and...
They're always going to find something. Those vets, they always find something.
But no, she listened to his heart. He's got lumps and bumps and that, but they're nothing sinister.
Right.
So, yeah, she just says he's still good and strong. His heart's strong. His lungs are strong. So, yeah, we said we know his lungs are strong. Yeah, bless him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
There you are on the back. Vocals, Kevin Rowland.
There you go.
So he was in a punk band before Dexys.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like it. Yeah. I don't think there's any more when that boy's name's on here. On this one. There's Johnny Moped, the name of a band.
Yeah.
No, I think that's the only one apart from that one. But my favourite track on here is, of course, "I'm in Love with Margaret Thatcher."
Yeah, weren't we all?
Of course, we could have had Sweet Jean Vincent,
Yeah.
Billy Bentley, Clever Trevor. They're all Ian Jury.
Clever Trevor.
Jumping Jack Flash. Rolling Stones.
Yeah. Lots of Johnnies, isn't there?
Yeah, there's one by the Addicts. I've got an album called "Johnny Was a Soldier." Hello,
Yeah,
John's got a new motor.
I could have shown that. I've got an EP with that on. Yeah,
They're a good group. They were the Addicts.
they were. Yeah.
Just off the top of my head, "Billy, Don't Be a Hero."
Yes.
Yeah.
10cc, weren't they? Johnny Don't Do It.
Johnny Don't Do It. Yeah.
Davey's on the road again.
Yeah.
Baby's on the road again.
Robert De Niro's Waiting.
Robert De Niro's Waiting. Yeah.
Talking Italian. Murder of Little Towers by the Angelic Upstarts.
Yep.
Johnny Reggae, the Piglets.
Yeah.
Oh,
Peter Gunn, Dwayne Eddy.
Oh, I could have shown that, couldn't I? I've got that. I've got two 12-inch singles of that by the Art of Noise, and they're both different.
Right. Yeah, there were loads, weren't there? Absolutely loads.
Absolutely loads.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, I mean, it was an easy one this week, but it's a difficult one next week, isn't it?
it is, because you're really going to have to recall the music.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's the challenge, isn't it? That's what makes this so fun. Well, some weeks we do it quick, easy. Some weeks we have to think about it.
Well, yeah.
Do you know that tonight not a single blues artist or blues record was mentioned because they never write songs about men. Only the women.
Yeah.
Ian, I've just thought of one that you should have picked up on.
What?
Pink Floyd.
Arnold Lane?
Now, careful with that axe, Eugene.
There you go.
And of course, Harold Faltermeyer, Axel F.
Yeah, Axel F. Yeah, there's some. Yeah, there is one week we won't be spinning the wheel, and that's for that last one we're doing before Christmas.
Yes.
Nick has come up with that one with an album with 3 facts, 2 are real and 1's the red herring.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh,
All together now.
oh,
1, 2,
happy
3.
birthday to you.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
Do you?
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
to
Thanks for my birthday wishes.
It's a bit of a bummer
Yeah.
that you think it's like a sack of doo-doo on your birthday.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I knew it's going to be that way because my kids were all getting ill at the start of the week. And I
Yeah.
thought, oh, God,
Oh, dear.
time till I get it, Always the way.
It happens to some
Better,
people.
better have it now rather than over Christmas.
Yeah, so get it out of the way. I'm all right. It's just a bit throaty and a bit coffee.
Yeah, your birthday top 10, not many good singles in the charts, was there?
No, it was a bit of a bad spell, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, you got Frankie Goes to Hollywood, though.
Yeah, there's one or two in there, weren't there?
The Riddle.
Yeah.
Juckabridge.
Sure. Quite like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't terrible.
No, not terrible.
But I mean, the singles charts sort of don't really reflect, what was good at that time, really, does it?
No.
Very rarely.
No.
There were some good songs in the 1971 rundown there.
Yeah.
Number 1, Because I Love You, Slade. Number 2, Ernie. Number 3, Jeepster. Another record in that top 20. And remember, Toshaliki Man, John Congers.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to struggle a bit for the 70s #1 episode. I'm going to have to put my thinking cap on and work something out.
If I said I've done mine,
no pressure.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that 80s one. That's quite a few views on that.
Yeah, I see over 400 views, isn't it?
Oh no, that's fantastic.
Yeah,
so thank you for
good.
watching us three go through the things and our 19 bubbling unders.
Yeah. I think someone commented in the comment section that they could probably do 50, so that made me feel a bit better, you know.
Yeah, but I managed to do it. You know, it took a bit of time, all that editing, but we got through it.
Yeah, you did.
I did. So yeah, we'll have a bit of a. I think we're going to have a bit of chat with Simon on his birthday backstage. So
okay.
So we'll end it now because I'm not knackered, but
right.
I think I need to think. So let's find a record to do the thumbnail. So I'm going to put Dave on the bottom and let's do it like that. Let's see what I haven't found one yet. What shall we have? I know.
Hang on, to give it a bit of balance.
Go on then.
There we go.
That's better.
I'll put up the one that Mike likes to cover off. There we go.
Yep.
Okay. And 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, folks. Well, we'll see you all next week. Same time, same place. Thank you, mate, for watching. Just thank you for those that came in and went off because it's Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And posers, yes, we are posers. There you go. So we'll see you all next week. So thank you very much for watching. See you all soon. Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
See ya.